Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Layla, and for today's video, we're going to be talking about the student loan debt relief plan. All right, so on August 24th, we heard some major updates, major news for student loans. This is huge. It's happening. This is out of our control at this point. So no matter what your opinion is about this student loan debt cancellation, it doesn't matter really because it's happening. I think the best thing to do about this going forward is to educate yourself and make sure you understand what is happening if you have student loans, or maybe even if you don't have student loans. Also to prepare for what this may mean for the economy, which I will be making more videos on that. Yeah, this is a pretty huge update, a major thing that is happening with student loans. For a lot of us, this is going to wipe out all of our debt or the bulk of it, and then we have enough money saved up to pay for it, or this will just wipe out your debt completely, or it will just help. I know for a lot of people, you know, if you have over 6 figures of student loan debt, this is not going to benefit too much, but I mean, taking off $10,000 to $20,000 is still really significant. With that being said, I will be making a series of videos about this topic because it is big news. There's a lot of things to talk about with it, but I want to separate those into different pieces of content. This video specifically, I'm going to talk about the details of what is happening. So, you know, who this applies to, how to get this student loan debt cancellation, and other relevant information just about the actual plan. I will not be talking about what my plan is going forward, not yet. I'll talk about that in another video. I will also do a video on how this may impact the economy. I'm gonna look more into taxes. I'm gonna be doing a lot of research. If there's anything specifically that you would like me to talk about that relates to this, please feel free to comment that down below. But just know that I do have quite a few pieces of content planned around this subject. So let's talk about what exactly is included in this debt relief plan that Biden has put into place. So it is a 3-part plan. The first part is that student loan forbearance and 0% interest, the payment pause, which we've had for over 2 years now, is being extended for a final time through December 2022. So we can expect payments to resume January 2023. Now, this time they did say this is the final time they will extend it. They have said that before, but since there is now cancellation mixed in here, I believe this will be the final time that there is an extension. You have until now through December, the end of December 2022, to save up, to prep for it, to budget, to save, whatever it is that you need to do. And then come January 2023, I would expect for payments to resume. So that's the first part of this plan. And just like all the previous extensions, you do not have to do anything. The pause is automatic. You don't have to apply anything of that sort. You just will not have to make payments, and no interest will be accruing on your student loan debt. So nothing to worry about there. Number 2 is that there is debt cancellation. With this plan, you can get up to $20,000 of your debt canceled. So to get $10,000 of your student loan debt canceled, your student loans need to be federal. So unfortunately, if you have private loans, this does not apply to you. So this is only federal loans. It can be from undergraduate or graduate school, and as long as they're federal. Second thing with that are income limits. So your income needs to be below $125,000 or under $250,000 if you are married. I don't think it's set in stone yet which year they're gonna be pulling your income for. So I'm pretty positive it's gonna be either 2020 or 2021. I don't think it will be 2022 from what I have seen, but I think it makes the most sense for it to be 2021 since that was the previous year, but I don't think that is 100% set in stone. That's something that I think we all will need to stay updated on. But I think for many people, it's you know whether or not you qualify, because like I know for myself, I definitely I've never made over 6 figures, for example, so I would qualify whichever year it's based off of. You will qualify for $20,000 of cancellation, of student loan debt cancellation, with those same things. So it does need to be, your student loans need to be federal, making under $125K as an individual or $250 as a married couple. And then you also had to receive a Pell Grant or more Pell Grants while in college. So the language is that vague on the website. So it says received a Pell Grant in college, which means even if you received a Pell Grant one time, you should be getting $20,000 of student loan debt canceled. If you've been out of college for some time, you probably don't remember if you've even received a Pell Grant or not, so that's something you want to look into and make sure you figure out what you qualify for. In order to determine if you have received Pell Grants, go to studentaid.gov, log in and check your financial history, and you will see whether or not you receive Pell Grants. It is very simple to see. I will put up a screenshot of what it would look like, and you can determine whether or not you receive Pell Grants, and if you did, you would be eligible for $20,000 of debt cancellation, assuming you make under $125K and you have federal student loans. Something else that's really important is the term up to, and this is, they say you can receive up to $10,000 or up to $20,000 of student loan debt cancellation. What they mean by this is that if you qualify for $10K of cancellation, but you only have $8,000 of student loan debt left, then $8,000 will be wiped out. You will not be getting like a $2,000 credit or anything. Same with if you qualify for $20K, but you only have $8K of student loan debt left. You also will only get the $8K wiped out, and that's it. Like you won't get a $12,000 credit to your account. So in other words, the relief is capped at your outstanding balance. And if you have over $20,000 or over $10,000 for whichever you qualify for, then you will get the full $20,000, and then you will have to pay the rest. This is something I'm going to talk about more in another video, but if you have paid student loans throughout the forbearance, I would suggest looking into, and let's say you have less than $20,000 now and you qualify for $20,000, or less than $10,000 now and you qualify for $10,000. If you made payments throughout the forbearance, I believe you can get those refunded to you. So if you paid down a whole bunch of debt, especially recently, definitely call your loan provider, see what the options are, because I believe you can get that money back to you and take advantage of the full forgiveness. There are millions of borrowers who qualify for this cancellation, and I believe the website said that about 8 million people will automatically get this cancellation. And so this cancellation is going to be applied to your student loans. You're not going to get a credit to your account. This is just going to wipe out your student loans. It's not like a check sent to you or anything of that nature. So I think that's pretty obvious, but wanted to make that clear. And many people will automatically have this go through because the Department of Education has your income data, but there are also a large chunk of people where the education department does not have their income data. So there's going to be a simple application that is coming out over the next few weeks. I suggest going to, I'll put the link down below. There's a link that you can sign up for emails when the application is available if you need it. I would sign up either way, whether you think the education department has your income data or not. Just make sure you are on that email list so you are notified of when applications are available. That's also probably something I'll keep up with here on this channel, so I can give information when that does become available, but in their terms, in the government's terms, they said it will be a simple application that will be sent out over the next few weeks, and that will, it's like you have to submit it before the end of the year. You'll have it by the end of the year. I've seen a lot of people question whether or not we have to pay income taxes on this cancellation. So do we have to pay income tax on $10,000 or $20,000 or however much we end up getting canceled? No. So there was a COVID relief plan that was put into place where anything that is forgiven from when the pandemic began through like 2025, we don't pay taxes on that. So no income taxes. You don't have to worry about setting anything aside. This is a protection that is in place for us, and you don't have to worry about paying income taxes. So this will not count. There may be something on your taxes where you would say, just like with the stimulus checks, like I did receive it. I did receive the checks, or I did receive the cancellation, but you will not be responsible for income taxes, which is a really good thing because that would mess a lot of people up otherwise. The third part of this plan is making the student loan system more manageable. So I'm going to make a separate video on this because I feel like there's a lot of talking points with it, but they're going to, based off of your income, if you are in a lower income, there is a capped amount, a capped percentage that your payments would be. So that way, if you're low income, you're not paying a huge amount. You're not paying $500 a month on your student loan debt. It would be 5% of your income. So things are a lot more manageable for people who do have a hard time paying their student loans. There's also changes in the public service loan forgiveness plan, and that is something else I would like to touch on more. And if you are somebody who's in the public service industry, like if you are a public service worker, then definitely look into the public service loan forgiveness plan. So even if you weren't enrolled before and you've been in your public service job for years, then you need to definitely go ahead and apply for it, because there are now changes in place where even if you didn't make qualifying payments before, you can do that now. You can start now, and none of that matters. I will have to do further research on this and make sure I'm saying everything right, but there is a deadline. It's going to be, I believe, October 31st that you need to enroll in this if you are somebody who is eligible for the public service loan forgiveness. So this is a big opportunity for a lot of people, and you may be able to get all of your debt wiped out, which is huge for people who have larger amounts of student loan debt, especially if you're planning to work in your public service job long term. You definitely should look into this. When is all of this cancellation supposed to occur? I don't know. I don't know that anybody knows per se. I think it will take several weeks, potentially even a couple of months, or I don't know if it's coming in 2023. That's something we will just have to keep Googling and staying updated with the student loan updates, because I don't know. I don't think it says it yet anywhere that, this is going to be right away. Obviously, many of us are, our income data is not with the education department, so we are going to have to apply. So definitely going to be after those applications go out. And then I'm assuming we'll just have to keep an eye on our accounts once that happens, and we will eventually see that money gone. As I said, this is huge. This is like a game changer for many, many people. And if you're in that situation where this is going to make you debt-free, I have lots of content coming for you. You want to take advantage of this. You want to take this, and we have a lot of opportunity now is what I'm saying, because this relief potentially just freed up 5, 10, 15, even 20 years of payments from you, depending on what you were planning with your student loan debt. So there's a lot of opportunity here. We now will have money to put toward other goals of ours, other financial goals. I'll be making separate videos on that, because there's just a lot of opportunity here and important things that we should all be doing. Any relevant links to this plan I will put down below. Just FYI, if you're watching this around the time that this was announced, so if it's the first week of this being announced, the FAFSA website seems to be crashing quite a bit because so many people are trying to access it. So it may be slow. Give it some time, maybe get on in the middle of the night or something if you need to, or just keep on trying. That's what I did. I just kept on trying, and I was eventually able to log on, but there are a lot of visitors right now. All of us are trying to see what we qualify for and just further information. But there is a FAQ page up, and then links to relevant sources. So anything that's relevant for this video, I will put down below. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Feel free to express how you feel or what this is going to do for you. Feel free to request anything further that you would like to hear about student loans. If this is going to make you student loan debt free, congratulations. We have a lot of opportunity coming up. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.